Hello everyone, my name is Reed, and welcome to Storytime. Today we are going to be reading some malicious compliance stories, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I'm still filling in for Jake, but don't worry, he'll be back soon. You want half? Okay. Over 10 years ago, I started dating my ex. I didn't know this then, but she is an entitled Karen. They say hindsight is 20/20. We met when I was 20 through my brother's friend. We were both the same age, both from dysfunctional families. I was a seasonal worker, working a variety of seasonal jobs like picking fruit and packing sheds, hard work but good pay, work available 45 weeks of the year. She was between jobs. We met, started dating, and things were going well. After a year, we got a flat together. 6 months later, she begrudgingly landed a job but quit 1 month in when we found out she was 2 weeks pregnant. At this point, we got a mortgage and I was working as an apprentice chef, working shifts on apprenticeship wages 6 days a week, leaving for work between 7 and 9 a.m., getting home between 9 to 11 p.m., depending on how busy we were. I won't lie, it was tough. Our daughter was born. I was told she became pregnant to trap me, but I dismissed it. This is where things changed. I was working 40 to 60 hours a week, coming home to an angry girlfriend, a trashed house. Just to clarify, I don't believe in traditional gender roles. It's not a man's place to work or a woman's place to clean. I believe in a partnership where both parties pull their weight. A typical week for me was working Tuesday to Sunday, then spending Monday cleaning every dirty plate, cup, and pan in the sink, which was every dish I owned. Her week was watching TV and shopping on Facebook Tuesday to Thursday, takeaway Friday because we were out to clean dishes, then spend Saturday and Sunday at her sister's. She developed this "the world owes me" complex, took control of the finances. I wasn't allowed to spend any money, to the point that she would yell at me if I purchased fuel to get to work. The amount of money she wasted on useless crap still makes my blood boil. Fast forward 5 years, things have not changed. I work, clean on my day off, and I'm still explaining why I need to spend money on work-related expenses and fuel. One day, while working, I got a text from her sister. "Emergency, please call me ASAP." I tell the head chef I got to make a call and head into the storeroom. It was the call I will never forget. "Hi, it's me, Karen's sister. I'm not sure if I should tell you this. Karen's been cheating on you." Huh. To summarize, 7 different men over 3 years. To make it worse, she was buying them crap with money I earned, redrawing on our mortgage. She even spent $800 on fixing one of their cars. I was livid. I confronted her, most of which she eventually admitted to once finding her family told me. I said I wanted to break up. I changed my banking password, offered her the house, to which she declined, stating she doesn't want the worthless dump. We agreed to 50-50 custody. I spent the next 6 months working, decluttering from years of Karen's impulse spending and staying strong for my now 5-year-old daughter. My work was understanding and agreed to reduce my hours and gave me a pay raise to make sure I'm not too much out of pocket. Karen went on to date and got engaged to one of the guys she cheated with, number 3, I think. Introducing Bob. Bob was twice her age, working 8 hours a week, trying to find ways to work less. She was still in between jobs. Needing money, Karen calls me stating she wants her half of the house. My country allows 2 years for assets to be divided before they become the sole possession of either party, so she is well within her rights to ask. The conversation went like this. "So, I decided I want my half of the house." Me. Okay, I thought you said you wanted none of it." Karen. "Well, I changed my mind. Now the house is worth $120,000. By law, I'm entitled to half, which is $60,000. But I'll do you a favor and settle for $20,000. I explained that she is indeed entitled to half the property. She needs to look at the capital, amount owed versus value of property. House had an estimated value, $120,000, local government evaluation. We still owed $115,000. Should be less, but she kept withdrawing money from the mortgage and property values dropped that year. I said, by this math, she is entitled to half of the $5,000, but I'm willing to give the $5,000, remove your name from the mortgage, and pay for a conveyancer to remove your name from the deed. This would cost me $10,000 in total. She would walk away with $5,000, more than she would get if we sell right now. She said, "I'm worth more than $5,000. My offer is now $30,000. Buy next week or we sell." Cue the malicious compliance. I calmly said okay and hung up, letting her think she had won. She also texted me with the same demand. I booked in to see a lawyer and had a letter drafted. I also met with 2 real estate agents. 1 week later, Karen came around, let herself in. I gave her an envelope. Assuming it was a check, she snatched it from my hands, tore it open, and found a letter from my lawyer to the effect of, Karen, as directed by yourself on date, text screenshot enclosed. My client, my name, will vacate property on date. Mortgage payment made up to this point has been made by my client. As you had no use of the property, we will not seek compensation for payment made. My client spent $7,000 on repaired, receipts included. As co-owner, we are seeking compensation of $3,500 from you. My client has paid $1,500 in rates and utilities, receipts included. We are seeking compensation of $750. Additionally, between date of moving out and date of sale, you are responsible for half of the mortgage payments, rates, utilities, and repairs required for sale. She realized the predicament she was in. I'll just take the $5,000. Me. Nah. You told me if I don't give you $30,000 by today, we sell. I was just kidding. No, you weren't. $4,000? No. $3,000 and I give you something on the side? Wink, wink. Me, backing away. No, we're selling. Her, yelling again. I can't afford this. You know I'm between jobs and Bob isn't working much. We need this money for our wedding. Not my problem. I also suggested she speaks to real estate agents. I was told to sell for a profit, we need to spend $2,000 or chances we are selling for a loss. Both estimated house would sell for $110,000. Her real estate agent has the same evaluation. With her written promise to pay me back, I did the work, spent the $2,000, got the house reevaluated, and was told we would make a profit. At her request, we used her lawyer to handle the sale. House took 9 weeks to sell, 15 weeks including settlement. She owed me $8,000. After sales costs, fees paying back, there was a $19,000 profit. In typical Karen fashion, she assumed her lawyer would give her the whole lot as it's her lawyer. I told the lawyer that she owes me $8,000. The money can remain in trust until she agrees to pay me back. As per settlement laws, both parties must agree how the funds are going to be divided before the lawyer can divide it. She wasn't happy with this and threatened to sue her lawyer. 3 months go by. Money is still with her lawyer. I get a call from Karen. Karen, hey, listen, I know things have been awkward. I really need my half of the money. Can we please split it and I'll pay you back $20 a week? Me, no. You get your money after you pay me back. You could pay me out of your settlement. Long pause, whispers between Karen and presumably Bob. If we agree to $7,000 out of our settlement, would you consider the debt paid? Me, that means you get $2,500. Karen, I know, but I'm in real need of this money right now. Me, put it in writing and you got a deal. Suing your lawyer sounds expensive and kinda dumb. You asked for it, I guess. To preface this, I work for a fuel station company in Australia, generally referred to as servos. The servo that I work at is in a relatively bad area, so you can assume that interesting people frequent my work. I generally work late afternoon/night shifts, and so I usually cop the worst of it. Anyway, a rule that we are forced to follow is that day shifts cannot hold more than $200 and night shifts $100. So when people come in with $100 and $50 and try to break them, it's annoying, and since there is a bank 2 minutes down the road, it's even more so. 1 week, Armaguard, these are armed guards, who could have guessed, who drop off and pick up and exchange the money for both the ATM and our note checker, hadn't come for 2 weeks. So we're running low on smaller notes and our machine doesn't let us take notes higher than $10 out, and even then that is on a cooldown depending on what setting the manager has it on. It is late night at this point and I had about 10 minutes left on my shift. I've just had someone pay for $70 worth of fuel in mainly 1 and 2 coins and a $5 note. When Kyle walks in, I can already tell this guy is going to try and exchange that shiny $100 note he keeps fidgeting around. Keeping in mind I can only hold a maximum of $100 in my till, and this guy is a regular, so he has had this explained to him multiple times. He walks up to the counter and slams the $100 note and a 60-cent lollipop. Smirks at me, thinks, I got him this time. I tried to explain politely that I don't have many, if any, notes in my till at the moment, and if he can wait 2 minutes, I'll be able to get $10 notes out and change it that way. He doesn't even let me finish the sentence before telling me, I don't give a freak. I want to buy this, and this is all I've got, so you have to take this. There was a lot more to that, but that's the gist of it. Now, working in retail for any amount of time gives you relatively thick skin to people being rude and entitled. But I was tired and wanted this guy out so I could start closing. I tried to explain one last time that I only had coins and a couple $5 notes, and that if he just waited a minute or so I could get more out, but he really wasn't having that. Hurry the freak up, I haven't got all night. Proceed, malicious compliance. Okay, sir, that is 60 cents. I take the $100, put it down the note checker, keep in mind I can't get that back once it's down, and start pulling handfuls of $1 and $2 coins, proceed to count out $99.40 in change, hand it to him, have a great night. Walk into the office so he can't see me anymore, and watch him scoop the coins up and slouch out of my store. If my back hurts just sitting here reading this story, then I know that dude's back is killing him while carrying out all those coins. Sweep the lobby? All right. I work at a fast food restaurant that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, save for 1 day of the year, and that's Christmas. I generally do everything there, from cashiering to running out orders to cleaning, etc. So, as you all know, Christmas has just come and gone, and as I mentioned before, that means the restaurant was closed. We all enjoyed closing the day prior and having the holiday off. It was nice. When I got in today, however, it was non-stop business. People were coming into the restaurant in droves. Whole families, couples, and just some really hungry people that were alone. It was absolutely hectic, to the point that the trays we present to customers with ketchup, salt, pepper, etc. were almost constantly empty. They had me running orders for a bulk of the morning, running up and down the stairs for hours on end with no break, save for the moments I would go and grab water. I was exhausted, my legs hurt, and I started to get irritated. They told me to run outside and grab something we'd run out of in the store. Then to stock trays, go run orders, wipe the trays, wipe the counter, run orders, take out the trash, trays, trash, orders. With almost no time in between telling me to do something, I was being told to do something else. It was enough to give me whiplash. Go jump on the register. Finally, a moment to relax. I'll take some orders, take a breather, and be all right. Just a few minutes into that, one of my managers comes up to me and tells me while in the middle of taking an order to sweep the lobby. Okay. I finished that order and walked away from the counter to grab the broom and dustpan. Now, there was only one other cashier besides me at the counter at the moment, so I feel a little bad about that, but hey, I'm following orders at this point. I start sweeping the lobby as I watch customers flow in, forming a line to the door. The screens in the kitchen fill up with orders. There's only one other person running all those orders. I hear them in the kitchen asking about me. Where's AJ? We need a runner. He's in the lobby. They come looking for me, ask why I was out there and not behind the counter helping with orders. Well, I was told to sweep the lobby. Yep, that sounds like typical management. Trying to tell you to do something and they don't even know how to do it themselves, don't understand how long something takes. I get it, man. I really do. That's all we have for today. I hope you have an amazing day, and if you liked the video, then feel free to check out another on the screen right now, or subscribe for more stories. Thanks for listening.